Got one of these 7.3s, and you have not changed. Where are those oil lines? Here they are. These oil lines, they go from the high pressure oil pump to the head. Or actually, this is the high pressure oil side. That's the head side, I believe. And let's see, it's a 2000. I see they made these down to about 97, I think. And there's different configurations of these lines. So there's two different styles. There's one that just goes from the high pressure pump to the head, and then some of them have, and on each head, and then they have ones that also have a crossover line that goes from one side to the other. This truck does not have the crossover line, and it's 2000. So if you have, they go down in here in this cavity, those original lines, and they look like this. Replace them. Don't wait till they break. I was unaware that these lines go out. I figured a steel braided line should be usually pretty much, I've never had one break, but these do. So what I went with is there's a guy on eBay that sells these, but he puts a 5,000 pound hydraulic line, and I think it's for like a man lift that's really high spec. It's, that won't break, and it's a lot stronger. It's about this big around versus the one that's on here, and it has the upgraded fittings. So these fittings could fail too, where it's like a little spring inside here that holds this nut on in place, and the other style or the type that you have on the high pressure lines on hydraulics, which I know a little bit about hydraulics because I have one of these. So I would, if I were you, if you have this, you have original lines like this, replace them, because let me tell you what happened. See all that oil? It's still residue here. We've cleaned it, it's still residue everywhere. The mat's just wiped out. If you wait till it breaks, you could lose your engine. A lot of guys have, and within, I'd say, a quarter mile, I went through a gallon of oil. That's how much it leaked out of here. So did it hurt the engine? No, your engine's okay, because I shut it down right away. As soon as I started to see smoke, I knew right away to pull over and stop, turn the engine off, and I realized that it was oil. So just because I've been driving a long time and I know what all that stuff smells like, and I work on my own vehicles. So if you have those original lines, replace them. At the same time, when you do that, do your pedestal around your turbo. So and upgrade the seals there, because those always, what happens is the plate that the turbo's on comes loose, and so definitely either blue Loctite those, or what I use is mega black silicone or ultra black silicone on the threads, and tighten them down to torque spec, and then they won't come loose again. So for the turbo pedestal. So those are some of the major oil leaks you can run into on these trucks. They do have a lot of faults. I mean, they're not a bad engine, they're pretty strong, but they do have a lot of engineering flaws. So that's definitely one of them. So if you have a 7.3 liter and you have an oil, or you want to keep it maintained, definitely change those lines. All right, talk to you in the next video.